There is one thing that most moms have in common. Whether you're a working mom, whether you're a stay-at-home mom, most of us struggle with mom guilt. And that is going to be our topic for today. Mom guilt and what we can do about it. Hi and welcome to today's Parent. I'm your host, Christine Casina, and I'm hoping you'll send as many SMSs on our 22999 number. Tell us what you're struggling with when it comes to mom guilt and what you are doing about it. We are joined on this special episode by counseling psychologist Maria Pia Otiso. Maria Pia, welcome to today's Parent.
Thank you, Christine.
We were just discussing earlier, me and you, mom guilt.
Yeah.
It goes across all ages.
Yes.
Whether you're in the machinani, whether you're at home, whether you are working,
True.
all of us struggle with the feeling of not doing enough,
Yes.
not spending enough time with our
Very
children,
True. Very true.
and it's just across the board.
Very true.
Have you
Very
ever struggled with mom guilt?
true. Oh, of course, yes, I have. I am one of the culprits.
Can you remember one instance where it stuck with you? Like, oh boy, I need to do more. I need to be more.
Yeah. I remember after I gave birth, first of all, I was in university, and then I gave birth to this beautiful baby. And 3 months later, I need to go back to university. Guess what?
3 months later.
3 months later, because I gave birth in September. January, I was in class. Let me
But
tell
you know that's like normal maternity, by the way. But it's too
Yes.
soon, and you're young at that point in
too
time.
soon. Let me tell you, I cried.
You did?
Yes, I did. I cried my heart out, and I kept calling my husband. How is she? Has she woken up?
Why were you crying?
Is she? You know, the guilt of how can I leave such a small baby? How could I? Couldn't I have taken longer with her? How is she feeling?
Yeah.
Is she okay? You know, I cried my heart out. So this mom guilt is across the board. Yes.
The one instance I remember with where I went through a strong episode of mom guilt. I have 2 kids. So with my second one,
Yeah.
I went back to work when my boy was 7 weeks.
Oui.
7 weeks.
Yes.
And it was tough.
Yes.
It was very, very tough. But even with my first one, I remember I went back because I gave birth in October. And then where I was working was a male-dominated workplace. So maternity was a rare thing. Even the mention of maternity, we don't understand around here.
Yes.
So gave birth in October, December, back to work. Wow. So mom guilt is real. And it's even worse for, your moms who don't even have an option.
Yes.
That 9 to 5 is
Yes.
when they need to be at their workplaces.
Yes.
So they don't have flexi hours.
Yes.
They have to leave their kids at home and go to work.
Very true. Very true.
So I can just imagine we are very, very many.
We have so many of them, especially today's working mom. They have to leave. She has to leave the baby at home with the house help and go to work.
Yeah.
Because if she doesn't, then there are bills that are waiting.
That's
Who will
true.
take care of those
That's
bills?
true. And sometimes you have to help him there as well.
You
with
have
this
to
age
help
and
him,
time,
yes.
you have to chip in.
Yes, you can't leave him to carry all the burdens of the bills.
No.
So at the end of the day, this guilt will hit you.
So we both agree, mom guilt is that feeling that most moms feel that they're not doing enough, they're not being enough, they're not spending enough time
The
with their children.
anxiety, the fear, that a mom experiences. They feel like they are failing or they have already failed, and they feel like there is nothing I can do about this. They are stuck in this anxiety. They are stuck in this fear. That is what we call mom guilt.
From a psychologist's point of view,
Yes.
what causes moms to feel the way they feel? What causes mom guilt?
There are actually so many reasons. There are so many reasons. Remember, we are busy women. Yeah? We are busy women.
We are very
out
busy.
there. Yes. Out there. So now, the moment you leave and go, this is one of the cause.
Yeah.
You are leaving the child to who? Okay? Remember, we are not only talking about small children, even the school going.
That's true.
The day I take that child to school, the first day, and I say, bye, mom. She's like, oh, mommy, I didn't want you to leave now. I go crying. Oh, will my baby be fine?
And leaving them in the hands of strangers.
Leaving them in the hands of strangers, people she has never seen. Those are the causes. Because there is pressure. Remember, there is pressure.
Now that you've mentioned school,
Yes.
there's the other thing of missing that milestone of the first day of school.
Yes.
Maybe because you had to travel for work. Maybe just
Yes.
because you can't. Dealing with that guilt can be enormous.
It is can overwhelm you. Actually, that feeling overwhelming is so much. You feel overwhelmed that I was not there on the first day.
Yeah.
Sports day.
Yes.
That's the day you are having this seminar that in fact you are the one who is training. So what are you going to do?
Which one do you choose?
Which
And then you
one?
have to work. And
How do I
that's
balance the
tough,
two?
That's a tough call to make.
Yes.
That's a tough call to make.
Yes, it is. It is.
Do you know, like for first-time moms as well, one of the causes of mom guilt is the fact that, for example, you're not able to, say, breastfeed exclusively for 6 months.
That is it.
And you feel so guilty about it.
Yes.
And maybe medically it's not possible for you to breastfeed, but then all the other moms are doing it.
Yes.
I'm not doing it.
Yes.
So I have to feel guilty
Me, I
about
have
it.
to extract and leave milk in the fridge. And it has to be warmed for my child to take. Can you imagine that feeling? You know? I am not there for the child when they woke up.
Yeah.
Because you left your child sleeping.
Yeah.
When they are going to sleep in the evening, you are not there because you had to attend class.
True.
That's a cause.
How can mom guilt affect moms if they're not careful about it? If they don't do something about it?
If they don't do something about it, that overwhelming guilt can grow with them and also with the child. Let me tell you what happens. When the child grows with this feeling and the mother is growing with it, when they get time, they pamper the baby. They overdo it.
Possibly overdo it. Expensive
They
gifts.
overdo it. All the gifts. What do you want, daddy? Chukua. What do you want, like, mommy? Take this. You know?
You overcompensate.
Yes. Yes. Not knowing that you can also spoil in the process of
Yeah.
compensating.
Number one, you can end up overcompensating.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
You can end up overcompensating. You can also end up growing with guilt that will not leave you. You get? So you always feel this useless mom.
Yeah.
I am this useless mom. I've not been as effective and so and
Yeah.
so. Then there is also a problem of comparison.
And social media doesn't help.
Is it
Everybody
helping?
is a perfect mother on social media with beautiful
Yes.
children, happy children.
And the stories we tell each other. My success story. So
We hardly share the struggles, by the way.
we highly share the struggles. We just share our successes. So when I come to share my struggles, you look at me like, really, Maria Pia?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You know, because we are not honest, we are not sincere with ourselves. So we are not able to share the struggles so that you and I can be a support system. Yes.
I'm wondering, from a perspective of a psychologist, which you are, depression, have you ever found a mother coming to tell you that this motherhood thing is overwhelming me? I need to see you.
Yes.
Can it cause depression?
It can.
It can.
It can. When it is not taken care of. Because that guilt just slips into stress. Stress goes into depression. And I have handled someone who was extremely depressed. Oh, I have abandoned my child. I don't know what to do. Now I am feeling useless. I don't think I'll ever come out of this. But I thank God that I walked with them and they came out. She came
With the
out of
lady.
it. Yes, she came out of it and she was very excited.
That's wonderful.
Yes.
Burnout. Can you imagine trying to make up so much, overcompensating?
Yes.
How burnt out
I'm
you
telling
end up being.
You get burnt out completely. And let me tell you, it doesn't only affect us as mothers, it also affects our households. Remember, the feeling of guilt, the feeling of fear and all that, we end up putting a lot of pressure on the households.
That's true.
So they may not even be able to perform well.
That's true.
Because I am overwhelming them with all the requirements, with all the expectations and all that. Yeah.
You know, I'm then wondering who came up with this script of what mothers need to be.
I guess the world we live in.
Give me on your checklist, what's the definition of a perfect mother? What's on your list?
A perfect mother, according to Maria Pia, a perfect mother is one who spends quality time with the child. Okay? But
Quality time?
Yes.
Quality time with the child. Okay. So that's top of your list
that is top
as
of
Maria
it.
Pia.
Yes.
Right.
But how ideal is it?
Well, that's the other thing. That's the other thing.
So yes, each one, actually you'll be surprised. The mothers I've talked to, each one of them have a different list.
Of course.
We have a list of a perfect mother. One told me that when I give them all they need, I'm a perfect mother. Another one told me, when I spend time with them, I am a perfect mother. Another one said, as long as I am paying the house help who is spending quality time with them, I'm a perfect mother. So perfect mothers actually depend with an individual. It's relative.
That is
Yes,
true. No,
yes.
that I totally agree with you.
Yes.
If I was to give you my list of the perfect mother, I think we'll take 3 hours on this episode. But back to our conversation of today. Why do moms struggle with going to work
Yes.
and leaving their children? Is it the way we view work? Is it the way we view being away from our children? How can we change that narrative?
I think it's the way we view the issue of raising up children. I think we do not appreciate that even going to work is part of it.
There you go.
You get? We don't appreciate the fact that going to work will take care of this child. Okay? Only that we look at it from the other side.
Yeah.
But also, what has society told us?
That we need to be at home,
That
taking
is
care of
it.
our children,
That is
being
it.
there on time to take care, to put our kids to bed,
Yes.
to feed our children, and the list doesn't stop.
That is it.
The list doesn't stop.
That is it. So you find that the expectation of other people end up affecting us. Yes.
And then, you know, you've put it very well at the beginning. If you are to tell a new mom, for example, that self-care is important, they will ask you, what the hell are you talking about?
That is it.
Because what is priority right now?
Is the
It is
child.
this child. The
Chrissy.
only thing on my mind right now is this child.
Do you know one thing? Most mothers forget about themselves, especially during this period when there is this mom guilt that comes and hits you. They forget about themselves.
Yeah.
And that's why we come to the point of saying, for you to be able to get out of it, you need to start taking care of yourself as a person.
And mom guilt is going to be something you struggle with for a very long time, whether you're a mother of a 2-year-old or a mother of a 22-year-old.
Yes,
It's something you'll struggle with for a long, long time.
very true.
So how do you cut yourself slack as a, as a mother and tell yourself, you know what, I got this. How can you do that?
One, it's good to get time out.
Good to get time out.
Yes, and spend quiet time alone. Me time, you know? Get me time so that you find yourself. Because at some point you lose yourself
You
in the
lose yourself.
process. Yes, you lose yourself in the process. Find time for yourself.
On that note,
Yes.
find time for yourself. Let's take a note so that our viewers can also just reflect on that point. We take a break and then we come back. We continue our conversation.
Thank you.
Our conversation today is about mom guilt, and we have the pleasure of having Maria Pia Otiso, counselor and psychologist. I know you've learned something from our conversation so far. Don't go anywhere. Let's continue when we come back. Welcome back to this episode of Today's Parent, where we are talking about mom guilt. In this second chapter, we are going to talk about what we can do about mom guilt so we can thrive as moms and let go of that guilt. Maria Pia,
Yes,
I have a question from Lucy. Her question is, are there specific things that will push a mom to have mom guilt?
Yes, there are. There are specific events, there are specific things that cause a mom to be pushed to that point.
Okay.
One, it's this thing of the child is going to school. Okay? Child is going to school. And I'm not there for them.
I would feel guilty.
I'll feel guilty.
Or some of us would feel guilty.
Yes. Another one, there is this house help who has become very close
Oh my gosh,
to
there's
my
that
child.
as well.
They have become very tight. And now, when I'm leaving in the morning, I say, bye, Daddy. She says, bye, Mommy,
Least
and
bothered.
runs away. Least bothered. Let me tell you, that will hit me.
Do you know, I know of moms who've quit their job after their baby have called the house help mom.
Yes, yes.
But no,
Yes.
I can't do this
cannot.
anymore.
I have to come and spend time with this child. Yes.
Okay.
So these are things that will cause a child, a mother, to be pushed to child guilt, to mom guilt.
Right.
Also, another thing is my husband spends quality time with the child. So guess what? You can even ask the child, can you come and we sleep with you today? No, I want to sleep with daddy. How, daddy, hold me as you go to sleep.
And as moms, we feel our babies need to be closer to us
Yes.
compared to the father.
And that will push somebody to mom guilt. Yes.
What are the antidotes of mom guilt? Number one, the first one you mentioned is just having that time to yourself.
Yes.
And getting to reclaim yourself.
Yes.
Getting to know yourself again. Who is Maria Pia?
Who is she?
Who is Christine?
Yes.
That's important.
Yes.
Very easy said, but not easy to do.
Not easily done. Another one is accept the fact that, yes, you have it. It is here. Yes, I'm feeling like this, and I need to accept the fact that
I feel this way.
I feel this way.
And it's
Don't
okay.
be in denial.
And it's okay.
Yes. The next one is just accept that you're not perfect. You know, accept your imperfections.
You know, one of my best quotes that I love?
Yeah.
That there's no perfect mom, but there are many, many ways of being a good mom.
That is it.
But you can't be a perfect mom.
You cannot be
You
a
cannot.
perfect mom.
You cannot.
And the faster you accept that, the better. When you accept that you're not perfect, and yes, you may have made mistakes in the process,
Yeah.
let me tell you, you'll be able to get rid of it.
How did you, as Maria Pia, deal with your mom guilt, by the way? Being away, you know, from your girl and going back to school. How did you deal with that?
First of all, I got very good support from my husband. I have a wonderful man. He gave me wonderful support. And what would happen is that I would go to class and I would leave him, and he would wait for me until when he knows that I'm almost there, then he would go to the office. You know, that helped me.
Wow.
So having support system is a way of getting out of mom guilt.
So the moms who are watching need to ask their partners, if they have,
Yes.
that I need your help. Look,
Yes.
I need your help.
Yes.
Cover for me for this. Either way, we are both parenting together.
We are both parenting this child.
So I'll be away.
Yes.
See how you can do the best that you
Yes.
can during this time, so I don't have to worry.
Yes. And it doesn't have to be a partner only. Remember, we also have single moms,
That's true.
okay,
That's
who
true.
are suffering from mom guilt.
That's true.
So now, this single mom can ask for support from relatives who are around and friends, so that they are able to support them and they don't feel like I'm the only one. I'm overwhelmed. I don't know how to deal with this issue.
I like the sound of that.
Yeah.
The second one that I know for sure works for a lot of moms.
Yes.
Cry if you must. If you're feeling
Definitely.
inadequate in that moment in time,
Yes,
let
yes.
it all out.
Let it
Cry.
out. Yes.
Call that one friend of yours who understands and
Yes.
talk and talk and talk and just
Yes.
let it out.
That is it. And the next one is, don't take so heavily what other people say, because those are the things that we carry and they make us get. So just start releasing them and saying, this is Maria Pia. Let me deal with Maria Pia.
Yeah.
I don't want to deal with Christine in this matter,
Yeah.
because Christine is not here. Let
No.
me deal with Maria Pia. Yeah, this is who I am. So I will forget all that I've had, and I will start now dealing with me and myself and my child.
There you go.
Yes.
Practicing self-care. What has worked for you?
What has worked for me is I go to the gym.
Oh,
Yes, that has worked wonders for me.
you enjoy it?
Oh, I do.
Do you know how hard it is to leave a baby to go to the gym?
I know it is, but it is important because this child will need you when you're sober.
I agree.
Yeah, if you are not sober, you will give them more burdens. Going to the gym has helped me a lot when it comes to self-care. Also, taking myself out. Sometimes I'll just go out and sit down and sip a glass of juice.
You remind me of my friend Jane.
Yeah.
Every Saturday, she will go to Java or one of those popular places and just have a meeting with herself,
Yes.
her cup of tea,
Yes.
1 hour, then go back home.
Yes, very important. I love that. I sit down and have that moment just alone. I think sometimes I like it next to the pool, to the swimming pool, and just enjoy that quietness. That way I'm able to come back. Yes.
When I think about self-care and how I've been able to You know, I tell people I don't struggle with mom guilt a lot, and they feel that no. But because I purposely decided to work on it.
Yes.
Number one, I'm a
Yes.
working mom. I will have to leave my children. Most of the time, I can't take them to work.
Very true.
Like many other moms around the world, not only in the country,
Yes.
I will have to leave my babies. So I made peace with that.
Yes.
So what I did is I changed how I look at work. For me, number one, work is enjoyable.
It's fine.
It's important for my kids to see me work hard,
Yes.
so they understand where their crisps and all these other things come from.
yes.
And then for them to see that I enjoy working and work is a good thing. So you will call home and my kids will tell you, Mama's gone to work. And
Yes.
they say it with joy because they know
Yes.
Mom loves to work.
Yes.
And then number two, for what work brings, the benefits of working. For me, it's the space to be myself. It's the space where I explore my talents, my
Yes.
God-given talents.
Yes.
So I don't have a problem at all
Yes.
with work.
Yes.
So I think for most moms who are struggling with leaving work to go and focus on their babies 100%, there's nothing
Yes.
wrong with that.
Yes.
But I think we also just need to reframe
Yes.
sometimes how we look at
Yes.
work.
I'll point something else out of what you have just said. When you feel like you have spent so much time away from your child, then just compensate it at some point when you are free.
There
And
you go.
Spend that time with the child.
Quality time.
Yes. Spend time. If it's on a Saturday and you're not working, just spend time with them.
True.
Go out with them. I do that with my baby. I just take her swimming and I watch her and she feels so
Mommy,
good.
look at
Her
me.
mommy is watching. Oh, mommy, see, I can float. I
There
can
you go.
float. And she feels so good. I have compensated for the time that I have not been there during the week because I had to work. So I make sure that at least I compensate for it.
I love
and
that.
as she's swimming, I'm also enjoying my me time. Yes.
Very true.
Yes.
And I like your point for exercise because the one way that moms can deal with stress and pressure is through exercise.
That is
And you don't even have sometimes to join a gym and pay for it, membership and all that.
Yes.
The people around you, once you get the support from your family members, your help, they know, for example, for Maria Pia,
Yes.
every day at 6,
Yes.
say 6 p.m., you
Yes.
will go for a half an hour walk
Yes.
and come back.
That is it.
So the people around you know
Yes.
that at 6 o'clock,
Yes.
it's mommy's time to
To go and
exercise
do
or to just
exercise.
be by herself.
Yes.
I think we need to train our children to just know that it's okay for mom
Yes.
to have her me time.
Yes.
That's
Mine
very
even
easy
takes
to
me
say.
out.
That,
She
"Mom,
takes
you're not
me-
going."
She takes me, she asks me, can we go for exercise? And we go and exercise together.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's important also when the children know
Yeah.
that mom needs some time away. Yes. Yes.
What else can you think of?
When I think about mom guilt, something else that is at the back of my mind is, how about this child who has already felt, I am affected by my mom not being around.
And my mom being stressed out all the time.
Yes, because mom is always stressed out. And I am here and I don't know what to do with her. You get, And some of them grow up with that. The child can actually start feeling guilty.
Yeah.
Because mom has been feeling guilty.
So I'm a
And
bother
that
to
is-
mom,
I am a bother to
bother.
mom. I'm the one who is causing this stress to mom. I'm the one who is causing mom to be always gloomy.
Yeah.
Okay? So we also need to take care of that. Yes.
How do we do that?
We can take care of that by, first of all, being able to discuss with this child. Let them understand. I feel bad because it's my responsibility. Okay, it's my responsibility to take care of you. But also I feel like I'm failing. So have a one-on-one talk and an open conversation with this child.
Yeah.
And when you have that open conversation, it helps you and also it helps the child.
It does, it
Yes,
does, it
yes.
does.
That open conversation is so important to both you and the child.
Maybe we are so busy trying to be super moms to our kids.
Yes.
We barely look at our kids, that they can relate to what we are going through.
Imagine.
And show compassion.
And this child can actually be a support system for you to get out of this mom guilt.
Sometimes we don't get what we deserve because we don't ask.
Yes.
A lot of workplaces right now
Yeah.
are doing flexi hours.
Yes.
If then you feel that this is taking too much of your time, but there's a way you could work from home or remote or do stuff online,
Yes. Why not?
ask.
Yes.
Ask your HR, can I please,
Can
or
I
can I
do
be
this?
leaving at 4, but I will come at this time, or I will work these hours at home.
You see?
But we don't ask.
And bosses will be always flexible, especially when you mention a child.
Yeah.
They will be flexible.
Yeah.
And one can also you know, we need to talk to ourselves first and be flexible ourselves. Because the moment I stick to 8 to 5, I may not even be able to approach my boss and say, Christine, please, can I be coming at 9 so that I can spend some time with the baby
Yeah.
and then leave at 6 instead of leaving at 5?
Very true.
Yes.
As we are winding up, Maria Pia, the antidote for, like your top antidote for feeling mom guilt, what's the one thing you do to yourself or tell yourself that just makes the feeling disappear, and then you come back, you are centered, and you can perform at optimum as a mom?
You know, I'm crazy.
What's your
This is
thing?
what I do. I tell myself, I'm doing it for her.
Wow.
I am doing it for her.
Wait, and her is who here? You or your daughter?
My daughter. She's 7 years old. Yes. So I say, I'm doing this for Samantha. And the moment I say that, it just goes.
Wow.
Yes.
That's a deep one.
Yes.
That's a deep one.
Yeah.
What do I tell myself
Tell me.
when I'm going through mom guilt? I tell myself I'm enough.
You're enough.
I am enough.
Good. And you see, just
I
that.
am enough.
Just that in itself makes you to just get back to you, onto your feet. And you're able to run again. You have strength for tomorrow. Yes.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Your final word of encouragement to a mom who's watching, probably in tears, if you could just inspire them, encourage them when it comes to mom guilt, what can they do?
This is what one thing I can tell them. Don't feel guilty. And even if you feel like you have failed, you can start all over again.
Yeah.
You can start all over again. It's not too late. Don't dwell in guilt. Just wrap that guilt, move on with your life so that you're strong enough to take care of this child. Because if you're not strong, then you're bringing another problem to the child.
Wonderful.
Just be strong. Move on. Forget about the past. Dust yourself and move forward.
Thank you, Maria Pia.
Yes.
Thank you very, very much.
Thank you too.
Thank you. It was a pleasure having you.
Pleasure having you too. Thank you.
And on that note, I know you've learned something from Maria Pia, from a counseling psychologist point of view, from a mom point of view. And I can tell you, if you're a mom who's watching and you are struggling with mom guilt, I want to tell you today, you are enough. Like I said before, there are so many ways of being a good mother. You don't have to be a perfect mother. Feel free to reach out on our 2299 number. If you need any encouragement, I'll be happy to reach out to you and just have a conversation. Don't struggle with mom guilt. Nobody is perfect. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you go to www.supermamas.co.ke if you're looking for parenting resources, and if you're a brand new mom looking for kids furniture, and even for older kids, make sure you come over to Little Cribs, the home of fun, exciting, durable, and affordable kids furniture. It's a wonderful day. Don't let it go to waste. See you tomorrow.